Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Jagdish Mukhi, Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. हेमंत विश्व शर्मा जी, आदरणीय अखिल भारतीय संयोजक प्रज्ञ प्रवाह श्री नंद कुमार जी, वर्किंग प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ लोकमंथन डॉक्टर गार्गी सैकिया महंता जी, राष्ट्रीय संसद संघ के सरकार्यवाह दत्तात्रेय होसबोले जी, सहकार्यवाह डॉक्टर मनमोहन वैद्य जी, यहाँ उपस्थित देश के कोने कोने से आए वरिष्ठ कार्यकर्ता बहनों और भाइयों, मेरे मीडिया के उपस्थित बंधुओं, it's indeed my pleasure to be speaking here in this August gathering for Lokmanthan 2022. Our country, Bharat, has a unique heritage of knowledge sharing, public disclosure, and intellectual brainstorming. Lokmanthan is the churn of the nation and his journey to seek and rediscover the cultural and traditional treasures hidden in different parts of our country. Bharat is the most ancient civilization of the world and has always been looked upon by the world as a land of wealth and wisdom. Our country has been credited to have developed philosophy and mathematics, science and technology of a very high order. This great nation's contribution to the march of civilization goes back to the several thousand years, even before the Christian era. From Vedas to Upanishads, down to several institutions and areas, Bharat was respected for its flourishing economy, trade, commerce and culture. It had its international outreach, which very few nations could claim. Even before the advent of the colonial forces, our goods were internationally valued and recognized for their superior quality and craftsmanship. We have historical records to establish that the level of progress and prosperity attained by our Bharat Bhumi was much before the advent of Europeans. Our country was a land of abundance, affluence, a land of sharing and caring, living in perfect harmony and nature. We really feel that no nation can chart out its domestic and foreign policies unless it has clear knowledge about its history, roots, strengths, and failings. For the last few centuries, however, our country was in state of myopic vision, facing political, social, cultural instability, which not only had an impact on its socio-religious values, but also on economic prosperity. Indian freedom struggle, which was inspired by Tilak, Gandhi, Aurobindo, Patel, Bose and others, had a clear vision of the civilizational consciousness of our past. These leaders had directed the freedom movement, keeping the Indian ways and thoughts into the center of their action. They had a vision to reconstruct the political and economic institutions of India as an outcome of civilizational consciousness, which made India one country, one people, and one nation. After achieving independence, the leaders at the helm of the affairs seemed to have lost the spirit and vision which the freedom movement had evoked. They discarded the vision and adopted the institutional framework of administration created by the Britishers, which was quite alien to India's worldview. It is unfortunate that these leaders could not comprehend India's inner vitality, which was the main force responsible for India's survival despite several attacks and prolonged foreign rule. This parasitic view of the leaders during the country's independence from the British failed to rekindle the spirit of India. Even after 7 decades of our independence, the country has not been able to rediscover its innate vitality. As a result, in spite of being an olden civilization and young republic, the country was engulfed by a multidimensional crisis. However, the time is now changing fast to our favor and fortune. After coming to the end of affairs, we are now working very hard to reorient the policy and social system in concurrence with those strong points of Indian psyche, which I am sure will drive us to realize our future glory. We have kept the doors and windows open to have a clear understanding of the global scenario and how, without destroying our uniqueness, we can assimilate the best to regain our lost glory for our mission of Ek Bharat, Shreshtha Bharat. I am more than confident we can definitely achieve this goal because we have committed workers, leaders, and dedicated framework that always motivate us to render our best and reach the height where no country could reach. We have leadership with strong determination and patriotic fervor. As Swami Vivekananda said, I quote, "All power is within you. You can do anything. Believe in that," unquote. Rightly said, the power lies in the people of our country, in the inner sanctum of Mother India. What is indeed is to ignite the spark, and Mother India would rise in her full glory. As Shri Ma had once said, the India had become the symbolic representation of all the difficulties of the modern mankind, but India will also be the land of its resurrection. From my core of my heart, I express my gratitude to the organizers for having selected Guwahati, the gateway of Northeast India, and other Southeast Asian nations to host Lokmanthan 2022, a colloquium of Nation First. You all know, North is a home to several beautiful tribes, sub-tribes, and ethnicities who have enriched our country with their unique culture, music, dance, and of course, their way of life. I hope the deliberations in the colloquium in Assam, which is the holy land of Ma Kamaksha and great Mahapurusha Shankaradev, will definitely be helpful in charting out a roadmap to guide us in regaining our glory to make India as Viswaguru, the dream of our beloved Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. I once again thank all the dignitaries for their presence and persistence. Thank you.